Evening YouTube. Time for another review. I thought it was about time we put something else up. It's been a little while since I've done anything quite like this. Been on a bit of a mech kick recently with my Able and Rogue, etc. And I'm really enjoying them. But I got this in a trade with someone, and it is the Twisted Triple by Vaping with Twisted 420 and Watofo, so it's a collaboration with them. And I was really curious. I wasn't 100% sure about it, but I'm not 100% sure that I would have bought it outright to start with. But in a trade, I was going to get rid of something that I wasn't using anymore, so I thought, why not? And I'm really glad that I did. Yeah, here it is. So it's quite a large box, as you can see. I'm not even sure if I'm going to bother with any close-ups on this because you don't really need to. But essentially it is a triple unregulated semi-mechanical box. So you have 3 batteries in here, and you can run it with 1, 2 or 3 batteries, but it's unregulated, completely unregulated. You have some electronics in there to make it a little bit safer and a little bit easier to use. So you have various bits and pieces, but yeah, let's go into the detail, and then we'll have a bit more of a chat about it. But it comes in this box, a fairly simple box, not a huge amount else to show, just a card and a box. I don't think it comes in any other colours than just in black, but I could be wrong. And effectively it is, as I said, it's an unregulated box mod. It's made of aluminium, I believe. We've got, if we look round it, we've got 420 on the side as some vent holes. We've got nothing on the bottom, nothing on the other side. We have a lovely clicky button. We have a spring-loaded 510, which actually doesn't go down very deep. I put my Kennedy on it, and actually it was struggling to go flush. I also put recoil on it, and that struggled to go flush. However, the goon seems to fit absolutely fine, which is fine, which is what I've been using on it. I have in here some nice flat wire. I didn't realise flat wire was such a thing, and it's absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love this flat wire. This is 22 gauge flat wire, 5 wraps, came out about 0.12, I think, something like that. And it's absolutely stellar vape, and it works really nice with an unregulated box. So in terms of the look of the thing, I think that side looks cool. This side looks a little bit juvenile, if I'm completely honest. I would have liked that to be gone. I don't like the logo particularly, but that looks cool. The fire button is lovely, really nice. Inside you have just a simple battery sled with a ribbon. You can take the batteries out, and if I take one out, you can see it's still showing power and it will still fire. If I take 2 out, again, it will still fire. You need to make sure that your batteries go in the correct way up. There is no reverse battery polarity protection, and it says it there as well. So lots of nice warning labels for us. 2 big chunky magnets on the inside, which hold the door on. And yeah, it seems to be a bit of a juice magnet. In terms of output, you have a very crude indicator. You see that blue light there? So it will either go, right, let me tell you exactly. So a white light indicates that the batteries are outputting between 3.8 and 4.2 volts. A blue light shows 3.5 to 3.8 volts, and a red light 3.2 to 3.5 volts. So it will go up to a maximum of 4.2 volts, obviously depending on your batteries and the charge, etc. Obviously you need good high amp draw batteries, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct in saying this. Obviously, this is safer than a tube mech, because what will happen is with this you will be spreading the amp draw across the 3 batteries, so you'll be in a much better safety position. Let's just drip this quickly. Yep, there we go. And yeah, it behaves very much like an unregulated mechanical mod, which is essentially what it is. Even at that slightly lower voltage, because my batteries are a little bit dead, it's producing the goods. For a triple box, parallel box, it's actually not too massive in terms of comparison size. You could compare it to, say, for example, what would I compare it to? Sigelli 150. It is exactly the same size as your Sigelli 150 in terms of width, and just slightly shorter because of that cutaway. But really, not a bad size for a mod which holds 3 batteries. You're going to get decent battery life out of this, obviously, again, depending on your batteries that you're using with this particular device. But yeah, I'm really impressed with it. It's something that I've been using on a fairly regular basis. These guys are relatively old now in terms of the box. It's been out for a while. I can't remember exactly when it came out, but it was some time ago. And I'm pretty sure if I search for it online, your first option that I could find was boldvape.co.uk. And how much was it costing? £32.90. I'm sure I've seen it for cheaper. Rainbow Vapes has it for free delivery for £13.73. But it is out of stock at the moment. Yeah, I'm really impressed. I think it's a good box. I think it's got a good price point. I think the button is lovely, really, really nice. I like the placement of the button as well. I think it's nice, so you can either finger it or you can thumb fire it like that. Generally, it's fairly simple, stupid. You know, you can do what you want to do with it. It's bang on. You just need to remember, obviously, that you need to build appropriately for a mechanical device as opposed to a regulated. Obviously, you know, hopefully you guys who are looking at this are looking at it from a perspective of mechanical safety rather than regulated safety, but it will be absolutely fine. In the box it does say that it will only support down to 0.2 ohms. Now that is incorrect. I am firing, as I said, a lower build than that, and even on his review, Twisted420 said that that was just a safety thing that they wanted to put in there just to make sure that people weren't building too low and they weren't overtaxing their batteries when they didn't know what they were doing. Obviously, if you build to 0.2, you should be within the safety range of a triple battery device, because your amp draw is going to be reduced. You're also going to be within the safety limit as long as you use decent batteries. These are rewrapped Sony VTC4s. You see the power's gone up for some reason now. Interesting. Maybe it was when I took them out and put them back in again. The ribbon is a little bit long, so maybe needs a bit of a cut. But other than that, I'm really impressed with it. I think it was definitely worth the trade, and actually, do you know what? I would buy this now. I really would, especially if it only cost under 20 quid. But yeah, cool. Thanks very much. I've got a nice new drip tip for my Gooden. Hopefully that looks quite cool. I think that matches the box quite nicely. But that's what I've got. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and as always, thank you for subscribing, guys. Really do appreciate it. Obviously over 500 now, so keep on vaping, and I will see you again with the next one. Cheers.